Hey guys, Ronnie here. So today I'm going to be doing a tour of my man cave or gin room as part of Smallville's YouTube competition. So I hope you enjoy. So starting with a general overview of what the room looks like. You'll see I've got all my boxes at the top there, which I wrap in plastic just to keep the dust and the light off them. So I have a bit of a mixed bag here between action figures and statues. But I tend nowadays to focus more on the statues and the action figures. But those action figures that I do still continue to focus on is more the Masters of the Universe line. So zooming in a little more closely. So this is some of my kids' stuff that they jumped at the opportunity to have showcased in the video today. So down here we've got some of the Funko Pop figures. Some Marvel action figures, mostly Marvel Legends. A couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle items. And some Star Wars stuff. So originally I wasn't planning on collecting Star Wars, but when this life-size Grogu from Sideshow Collectibles came out, I changed my mind. So now I've got Mandalorian and Darth Vader premium formats on pre-order. So they'll go in next to him once they arrive. Then up here we've got some of the original Masters of the Universe vehicles from the 1980s line. Coming over here we've got a couple of statues from Tweeterhead and some from DC Collectibles. Coming down, Tweeterhead Joker and Tweeterhead Batman. A couple of other figures in the background there. I've got the new Tweeterhead Joker, call him on Throne, on pre-order. So he'll come in here as well once I get him. And moving down, some gallery statues. I've got quite a number of gallery statues. This is mostly DC figures over here. Coming down over here, this is the NECA 18-inch Predator, Jungle Predator and Dutch Schaefer next to him. Next to him is one of two Hot Toys that I own. This is the Hellboy figure that came out recently. Then a fairly recent acquisition is the Tweeterhead Darkseid over here next to him. And then down here, just a couple more gallery Predators, as well as one of the Kai Play Arts. Not so impressed with that one. Moving up over to here, we've got some Marvel. So my latest acquisition is the Sideshow Premium Format Deadpool statue. Really nice. It was really great that I pre-ordered this one when it came out. Next to him is the Marvel Milestones Ghost Rider. I doubt that I'll ever have the opportunity to own an XM Studios Ghost Rider, so this one will have to do for now. And a couple more Marvel premieres. Coming down over here, we've got the Marvel Milestones Doctor Strange and Thanos and Scarlet Witch. And this is the Iron Studios Hulkbuster. It's supposed to be a 1:10 scale, but he's quite large. Very nice statue. I was most impressed when I got him. And coming down here, we've got some more gallery statues from the Avengers, plus Koto Bukuya, Scarlet Witch. And you'll notice that Thanos is sporting the Infinity Bow, coined by my daughter. Far more powerful than an Infinity Gauntlet, according to her. So something of her creativity there. Then coming down here, we've got the movie Milestones, Thanos and Thor. Next to him, just a gallery Gladiator Thor, and then some more gallery statues down there. This is the 1:10 scale Iron Studios Hulkbuster, Hulk. Much smaller than the Hulkbuster that was a couple of shelves up. So I've put him down here with these guys. Then moving up over to here, some of the Thundercats. So this is the Iron Studios, the 1:10 scale diorama. Very nice. Little set there. I've got the Mumra on pre-order, so you'll join them once they arrive. And I've got the Mezco 12-inch. I'd love to get my hands on the Panther 12-inch if he's ever available. And coming down here, it's just some of the DC Bombshell statues that I own. I've got a few of those in the collection here. And coming down here, we've got some of the Gotham City Garage, the Wonder Woman and the Batwoman. One of my favorite statues over here is this Wonder Woman. And then we've got a couple more DC various statues over here, gallery, etc. Then coming up on the top here, sort of a little Krypton scene. We've got Iron Studios Doomsday, the Doomsday from DC Collectibles. At the back there is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive of Superman and General Zod. Then coming down here, some of the action figures. This is mostly the DC line of the Justice League. I've got the 75th anniversary Batman collection in the back there. And then some of the DC villains over here. A couple more DC action figures. Most of these are from the Mattel signature line. And then some more DC figures down here. Then I've got the Mattel Watchmen series that came out a couple of years ago. Moving up here is some of my Lord of the Rings. So these are mostly from Toy Biz. A couple of loose figures. At the back there is the 20-inch NECA Gandalf. Really like to be able to get hold of more of those 20-inch figures, particularly the Balrog, if I could ever get hold of him. And moving down here is my Walking Dead for my favorite TV series. So I've got all the graphic novels. I've just put some of the graphic novels at the back there, mostly for the purposes of this video. I don't normally display them like that, but there they are. And getting on to the Masters of the Universe stuff. So this is the 2000X collection that I have. So these are the Skeletor and his minions. And coming down here, we've got He-Man and the heroes, some of them there. And this is some of the Mattel Thundercats that were released right towards the end of the line. And some of the Bandai figures when the new animated series was released a couple of years ago. And here's a couple more that goes with that line as well. Then some more Lord of the Rings up here, again Toy Biz. Over here, then that's my second Hot Toys figure that I owned at the back there, which is Frodo. And then coming into the Masters of the Universe Classics collection. So these I've been collecting for quite a number of years. So all still mint condition, all sealed in their boxes. So these take up quite a bulk of the space in the room here. And then I've put just some of the loose 1980s original action figures over here. So these are all Skeletor and his minions there. And over here we've got some of the Horde and the Snake Men. Behind him is the classics Castle Grayskull, still sealed in its box over there with a couple of the vehicles. Then in the back here is the Eagle Moss Lord of the Rings chess set. So I have the complete collection that makes up 3 chess sets. And next to this is Val Staples and Pixel Dan's Masters of the Universe encyclopedia. Very nice book. Definitely recommend it if you're a Masters of the Universe fan. And these are the original castles. She-Ra's castle in the back there, and then just some of the original Funko bobbleheads. And up top here is Tweeterhead's Hordak. This is probably my favorite statue in my collection. Really amazing statue. I was super glad that I pre-ordered this one when it came out. And then just some other classics boxes at the back there. And the 2000X 12-inch He-Man and Skeletor. As we move around, more of the classics collection. These are the Horde figures. Moving down into the villains, I've got some of the Origins figures that I've put out on display for purposes of this video. I do have the other ones stacked away. I'm going to be building some newer cabinets that will display all of these in a bit better detail. So I've got some of the original figures down there. Again, these are some of the larger ones. This is then the She-Ra Princess of Power figures. A couple more. So I've pretty much all of the Masters of the Universe Classics collection, barring 2 or 3 figures that I missed during the subscription. Then up here is the Sideshow Collectibles He-Man. I'd really like to be able to get my hands on the other Sideshow Masters of the Universe statues if I can get hold of them. And then at the back there is the Mattel 12-inch figures that they released as well as part of the classics line. And then some more over here, quite a number of them. So this is the original He-Man and all of the heroes. And then some of the newer Origins figures. And the last cabinet that I have is this one over here with the Stig making a guest appearance. These are the Gothatropolis line. So this was part of a Kickstarter that the Four Horsemen did a couple of years ago. So the Four Horsemen are the key designers and developers as part of the Mattel Masters of the Universe Classics line. So they have their own line as well. So these Gothatropolis birds were one of the first ones that they started with. I was really glad to get a hold of those. So this is pretty much the collection in a nutshell. Hope it hasn't taken up too much time. But yeah, I have quite a number of pre-orders on the go. Enjoy collecting statues and figures and probably will never stop. Majority of these have come from Smallville. So thanks guys for the opportunity to showcase the collection today. Really glad to be a part of the Smallville community, and you guys do a great job there, so keep it up, and thanks everybody for watching.